So, good morning. Today let us going to discuss about our interesting topic, that is virtual machine escape attack. Today we are going to discuss about virtual machine as important security concept in virtualization, that is virtual machine escape attack. As virtualization is widely used in cloud computing, data centers and enterprise systems, security becomes a critical concern. By the end of this session, you will understand a risk in virtual environments, what virtual machine escape attack is, how it affects system, and how to prevent it. So let us begin with a quick recap, that is what is virtualization. Virtualization allows multiple virtual machines to run on a single physical system. So the main components are physical host server, hypervisor, virtual machine, virtual network, and shared storage. So think like one apartment building is a host and multiple tenants are sharing resources that are virtual machines. So importance of security in virtualization. Now, why is security so important? Multiple users share the same hardware. Sensitive data exists inside virtual machines. One attack can impact many systems. So the cloud platform rely heavily on virtualization. So if one virtual machine is compromised, it can affect the entire system. So what is the risk assessment? A risk assessment is the process of identifying threats, analyzing vulnerabilities, evaluating impact. So what is the purpose? The purpose is to protect data, reduce system risk, ensure secure infrastructure. So what are the risks in virtualized environment? Because multiple virtual machines share the same hardware, risk always increase. The common risk are unauthorized access, data leakage, virtual machine escape attacks, hypervisor attacks, and resource misuse. For example, if one virtual machine is affected, it may try to access others. So what are the types of risk over here? So let's look at the major risk: virtual machine escape. That is, attacker escapes virtual machine and reaches host. Hypervisor vulnerabilities. If hypervisor fails, all virtual machines are exposed. Virtual machine sprawl. Too many unmanaged virtual machines are the security issues. Insider attacks. Authorized user misuse access. Network attacks, attack via virtual network. Resource exhaustion, too many virtual machine systems slow down or crash. So what is virtual machine escape attack? What is virtual machine escape? A virtual machine attack happens when the attacker inside a virtual machine breaks isolation and gains access to the host system. So what are the impact over here? Access to host machine, control over the virtual machine, data theft, full system compromise. So let us consider a real world analogy that a tenant breaks the wall and enters the building control room. Likewise, a hypervisor risk. The hypervisor controls all the virtual machine. If the hypervisor is attacked and if it is compromised, all virtual machine become vulnerable. Attackers get admin level access. The entire system is at risk because the hypervisor manages all the virtual machines. So if the hypervisor is attacked, then the virtual machine has become more vulnerable. So the hypervisor security is more crucial than other securities here. So what is VM sprawl and resource connection? So VM sprawl is too many virtual machines created without a control. So that is, it is hard to monitor and it increase attack surface. So resource contention is that CPU memory shared. The more CPU shared or the more memory shared leads to slow performance, denial of service, and system inability. So what is the risk assessment process? That is the steps involved in risk assessment process. Risk identification, we must identify what is the risk. Risk analysis, we must analyze what type of risk has been happened. And risk evaluation, we must evaluate the risk, and risk mitigation and risk monitoring. So the continuous process, it is not a one-time activity. We continuously do this so that our virtual machines or hypervisor will be escaped from threat. For example, a cloud provider hosts multiple companies. One virtual machine is compromised and tries to view then another company's data. It breaks the isolation. So here comes the problem: data leakage, loss of trust, financial loss, and legal issues. The solution and prevention for this: how to prevent a virtual machine escape. So here we need strong virtual machine isolation, secure hypervisor, network segmentation, access control policies, regular patch updates, and continuous monitoring. So prevention is always better than cure. So we need to continuously monitor to avoid the such threats. So the identification risk is a virtual cloud setup. So where can attack happen? Like what component is vulnerable? All those. So risk assessment helps to identify security threats. VMS escape attacks targets host system. So virtualization improves efficiency but introduce risk. Virtual machine escape is one of the most dangerous attack. Hypervisor security is crucial. Risk assessment helps prevent major failures. So isolation is the backbone of virtualization security. Thank you.